Hi, my dear students. Welcome back to Tungal online classes. In the last class, we had discussed regarding Annelida as well as Arthropoda, the complete information we had discussed. In this session, I am going to start with phylum number 9, Mollusca. Mollusca here, these are soft bodies, soft and smooth, unsegmented shell containing organisms are included in a mollusca. Let's see. In Latin language, mollis means soft body. Mollis means what? Soft body. Mollusca, it is a second largest animals or second largest phyla in a animal kingdom after arthropoda. After arthropoda member, which animals are included here? The body is soft, unsegmented. The body is soft, unsegmented, and external skeleton, which is called as shelled animals. These are included in phylum number 9, Mollusca. Next, here the Mollusca phylum, it is also called as shelled animals, because most of the mollusca animals they consist shell. Next, the study of mollusca is called as malacology. Study of mollusca is called as malacology. The study of shells are called as conchology. 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 Study of mollusca is called as malacology. Study of external shell of mollusca, nothing but shell, such is called as conchology. That is called as what? Conchology. Next, as usual, the 5 basic fundamental characters. First one is occurrence, symmetry, coelom, level of organization, as well as one more character is germ layer. Let's see the 5 characters. First one is occurrence. Occurrence is mostly aquatic, some are freshwater and some are marine water, and some species we can notice these are terrestrial also. This is occurrence. Next one is level of organization. Level of organization is organ system level. Of organization. Next, third one is symmetry. Symmetry is bilateral symmetry, mostly bilateral symmetry, but one exception is there. The species is snails. The body is rounded as well as coiled. Due to the rounded as well as coiled nature of snail, the symmetry is asymmetry. asymmetry. Example is snails, but mostly what? Bilateral symmetry. Next character is germ layer. During the embryo development, 3 layers we can notice, such are called as triploblastic animals. Next, last fundamental character is coelom. Coelom is present. So such organisms are called as true coelom or coelomates. Called as what? Coelomates. So this is the characters. What their lesson is was today. The today lesson is regarding mollusca. Mollusca is a second largest phylum after the Arthropoda. Here the body is soft, smooth, unsegmented, shell containing organisms are included in a mollusca. Mollusca is a second largest phyla or second largest animal containing phylum. And here the study of mollusca is called as molluscology, and the study of shell is called as conchology. Clear? Next, as well, this 5 character: aquatic nature, they are mostly marine as well as freshwater, some are terrestrial, and mostly bilateral symmetry and asymmetry. Example is snails. And next one is germ layers or triploblastic, 3 layers are present, and coelom is true coelom is present, coelomates. Next, if we focus on body, mollusca body is soft and unsegmented. Mostly shells are present. Clear? And body is the body we can divide into 3 parts. First, true cephalization is present. It means head is present. Next, visceral mass or visceral hemp. And last one is foot. The body we can divide into 3 parts. The first one is head, second one is visceral mass, third one is foot. Head is consist of sense organs like eye, as well as sensory organs also present, such as tentacles. Next, visceral mass or visceral hemp, which is containing visceral visceral organs. Visceral organs like internal glands like as kidney, as well as liver, like intestine, internal organs, such is called as visceral organs. Third one is foot, which is useful for locomotory organ. So this is the main 3 parts of the body. The soft body, it is secreted one layer, exoskeleton layer, such is mantle. The soft body is secreted the mantle layer. Next, in between mantle to visceral hemp, small gap is present, such is called as mantle cavity, that is called as mantle cavity, that is called as what? Mantle cavity. Here this mantle, of which have the capacity to play a great role for formation of external shell. The mantle, it is secrete the shell, secrete the shell. Generally the shell is made up of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, and as well as concholine or cancholine proteins. The shell, nothing but external skeleton, which is made up of calcium carbonate as well as cancholine proteins, cancholine proteins. So this is regarding body. Here first what? Body is divided into three parts. First one is head, visceral organ or visceral hem. Last one is foot. The head is containing sense organ eye as well as sensory organs are tentacles. Next one, visceral mass or visceral hem, which is containing visceral organs like internal organs like kidney, lungs or intestine, digestion system. These all are visceral organs. Foot is for locomotory organ. Next, the soft body is going to secrete the layer such is called as mantle layer. In between mantle to visceral hem, one small space is formed, that is called as mantle cavity. The mantle, which is useful for secretion of shell. The shell is made up of calcium carbonate as well as cancholine proteins. Clear? Next, regarding digestion system. Digestion system. Digestion system is a complete digestion system. Complete digestion system. It consists mouth as well as anus. Mouth as well as anus. The anus, which is open into mantle cavity, which is open into mantle cavity. Clear? This is regarding digestion system. Next one is circulation. Circulation. Circulation is closed type of circulation. Closed type of circulation. And here pulsative heart is present. Pulsative heart is present. Next, here the visceral material is nothing but blood. Nothing but blood. In this mollusca, the blood is blue color or green color visceral material, nothing but blood is present. The question is, sir, generally the blood is red in color, but why in mollusca blood is green color as well as blue color? Because the reason is here there consists copper containing a respiratory pigments. Respiratory pigments are present. Due to the presence of copper, instead of hemoglobin, here which is present? Copper is present. So that's why the blood is blue colored or maybe a little bit greenish color is present. Such blood is called as hemocyanin. Hemocyanin. Cyanophyceae, blue green. Here indicating cyanin, blue pigment, copper is present. Such blood is called as what? Hemocyanin. The blood containing the location is called as hemocoel. It is hemocoel. Clear? So this is regarding circulation of mollusca. circulation. Generally the circulation is closed type of circulation we can notice in mollusca, but one exception is there, such as octopus. In octopus open type of circulation system we can notice, right? In octopus circulation is open type of circulation, exceptional case. Clear? Next, excretion. Excretion is here one or two pairs of kidneys are present. Which are generally called as organ of Boujanus. Or organ of Kebers. Kebers. Clear? Excretory system is present. It is done with the help of one or two pairs of kidneys. Such are called as generally organs of Boujanus, or also called as Kebers organs. Next, sensory organs. Sense organs as well as sensory organs also be present. Here the first one is Statocysta. Statocysta, which is useful for maintaining of equilibrium. So this sensory organ is present in food, which is useful for equilibrium. Such a sensory organ is present in food. First one. And second sensory organ is osphradium. It is act as chemoreceptor. With the help of this sensory organ, it can check the pH level of water, it can detect. Clear? Next one is nervous system. Here nervous system is present, and pairs of ganglion cells are present. Clear? Next, reproduction is sexual type of reproduction. The species is dioecious species. It means male as well as female, both individuals are present. Clear? Fertilization. Fertilization is mostly external, sometime internal. Development is mostly indirect. It means larva stage we can notice. In some species it is direct. So these are the general characters of mollusca. Clear? And here one of the interesting characters of mollusca. Here some mollusca members are bivalves. Two shells are present. If one particle or any sand, one particle or any other than sand molecules are, if they are dropped between mantle to shell, if they are dropped between mantle to shell, so such are covered by mantle layers and become as one perils. One precious perils are formed. Such we can oysters, perils of oysters are formed. Got the point or not? Here, when the particles or the sand particles, if they are dropped between mantle to where shell, then what happen? So such particle, such a sand particle is covered by number of coated by mantle layers. Mantle layers. At the last is become as what? Perils. So this is also one of the main character of mollusca. Examples of mollusca member. Here, first example is dentium. It is going to look like as an elephant trunk. And second one is gastropoda, apple snails. Cephalopoda, best example is octopus. It is also called as devilfish. Next one is sepia. It is also known as cuttlefish, which is containing endoskeleton. Endoskeleton. Clear? Example is gastropoda, the commonly known as spila, and here cephalopoda, octopus. In octopus, circulation is an exception case. Like as arthropoda member, the circulation is what? Open type of circulation. Octopus. Octo means 8 arms are containing. Clear? So these are the complete general information as general character as well as diagrammatic representation of mollusca members. Next phylum, phylum number 10, Echinodermata. The meaning of Echinodermata is here spiny skin. Echinodermata. Dermata means skin. The skin is containing like spine-like structures are present. The characters. The first one is normal occurrence. Occurrence is mostly marine. These are mostly marine. So they are settled at a bottom of the ocean. Bottom of the ocean. The movement is slow movement. They move very slowly at the bottom of the ocean or sea. So this is occurrence. Next one is level of organization. Level of organization is organ system. Organ system level of organization. Clear? Next, third one is symmetry. Third one is symmetry. Here, regarding symmetry in NCERT, one clear line is given. At adult Echinodermata symmetry is a radial symmetry, but when it is larva stage, it is bilateral symmetry. Clear? When it is adult, symmetry is a radial symmetry, but in larva stage bilateral symmetry. Clear? Next point, Germ layers. Germ layers are 3 germ layers: triploblastic, Next character is coelom. Here true coelom is present, such is called as coelomates. Such are called as coelomates. So these are normal basic fundamental characters of any phylum. Next, if we focus on body, here cephalization is absent. It means true head we can't notice it. Clear? First. Next one is skin. Skin is consisted spines. Spines are present on skin surface, which are calcareous or which are made up of calcium carbonate. The spines are made up of calcium carbonate. Next, one special character of echinodermata is water transport system. Nothing but water vesicular system. Water vesicular system, it is one special character of echinodermata. Clear? Special character is what? Water vesicular system. It is also called as ambulacral. Clear? The special point is here water vesicular system, also called as ambulacral system is present. That is a special character of what? Echinodermata. Next, respiration. Respiration is through skin, or if the organism is present in water, through gills. Clear? Next, circulation here a visceral fluid is absent. There is no blood. It means here circulation system is highly reduced, as well as heart is absent. And the circulation type is open type of circulation. Next, excretion. Excretion also highly reduced. There is no specialized organs or system is absent. Here the excretory material is mostly ammonia by simple diffusion. Clear? Next, nervous system. Nervous system is present. Next character is reproduction. Reproduction here mostly sexual reproduction. The species are unisexual organisms. Fertilization is fertilization is mostly external fertilization. External fertilization. And development also indirect development. Indirect development. Clear? Only this is, you can see, this is very less information regarding echinodermata. Where you have to focus more here, the skin is consist of spine-like structures, such are made up of calcium carbonate, calcareous spines are present. Next important character is water vascular system. Nothing but it is also called as ambulacral system we can call as. Next, respiratory system here through skin organs. Circulation is very reduced. Heart or vessels like are absent. Excretion organs also be absent here. Excretory material through simple diffusion. Next, nervous system is present, not highly. And reproduction is sexual type of reproduction. The species are unisexual. Next, fertilization is mostly external. Development is a indirect development. And one more special character of echinodermata is autotony. It means these species have the capacity to regenerate the organs or arms, especially arms. During the fighting, maybe one arm is going to injured. Such arm they can regenerate it. So this is a special character we can notice in echinodermata. Clear? And one more character is evisceration. Evisceration means here during the fighting or during the anger, the echinodermids are vomit the visceral organs. So such a special character we can notice in only echinodermis. Autotony means what? Regeneration of arms. Visceration means what? Visceration means what? During the anger or fighting, it warmed visceral organs. Next, special character is what? Water vascular system. Clear? And one more character is what? Spines are made up of calcium carbonate. So this is the entire information regarding echinodermata. Some example of echinodermata. First example is sea urchin. Scientific name is Echinus. This one is sea cucumber. Scientific name is Cucumaria. This is a diagram. Third one is Asterias starfish. This one is a starfish. And Antedon, it is also called as sea lily. So this is the complete information regarding echinodermata. In the next class we are going to start with the hemichordates as well as chordates. Thank you all of you.